What's up YouTube, this is NCG here, bringing to you guys a different video than what I normally have been doing, which is card discussions and overall a deck discussion on, basically I'll be doing this for like huge news on decks that I personally play and I personally enjoy the most. This could be my favourite decks, what I'm currently playing at the time, so on and so forth. And so I'm going to start all of this off with a deck and archetype that I've been a huge fan of since the GX era, and that is Cyber Dragons. Now, as you all probably know, Cybernetic Horizon is the next set coming out in the OCG, and it gives us Cyber Dragon support as well as a bunch of others, one of them actually being apparently Neo-Spacians, which I'm really excited to share with you guys once that gets revealed. But at the moment, in this current point in time, in terms of poster leaks and everything like that, we have all the cards that are for the Cyber Dragon archetype coming out in Cybernetic Horizon. And I'm going to go over the two that we already know and the one that's just been recently revealed today. And I'm going to show you a deck list using two proxies in the main deck, as well as the link monster in the extra deck, of what could be the new look for Cyber Dragon in terms of what at least for what I will be playing and testing off at the beginning. So going through the two that we already know quickly, they have a link monster, Cyber Dragon Sega, which is two machines for materials, including one Cyber Dragon. Its name becomes Cyber Dragon while in the field or engraved, and then during the battle phase, if you did not declare an attack with this card, quick effect, you can target one machine monster you control. With 2,100 or more attack, it gains 2,100 attack and defense. Also, neither player takes battle damage involving this card, so involving Sega, and this changes last to the end of the turn. It's an amazing link monster. It buffs up not only Cyber Dragons, but it also buffs up Cyberdarks, which is also a deck concept that I thoroughly enjoy, and I'll be happy to start testing about with the one with core and as well as the new one that got revealed today. So this is a link monster. Then we have Hertz, which is a level 1 machine with 100. Its name becomes Cyber Dragon while in the field and engraved, like all the others. If this card is special summoned, you can make this card level 5 until the end of this turn. Also, you cannot summon monsters for the rest of the time except machines. And if this card is sent to graveyard by any means from anywhere, you can add one Cyber Dragon from your deck or graveyard to your hand. Now, bear in mind, all these new ones and the latest ones all count Cyber Dragon in the grave. So you can recur like core from graveyard because it's treated as Cyber Dragon, but from the deck you can only search the original. You can only use one of these first and second effects of this card name once per turn, only that turn. So you're going to go with a level 5 increase or a search on that turn. You have to pick. Most of the times you will be doing the search, and on some occasions you will be making this level 5 to do your Nova plays. So those are the old ones. Here's the new one. So the new one today is Cyber Dragon Vier. He's a level 4 light machine effect with a 1,100 attack and 1,600 defense. He has 3 effects. One of them is like all the others. His name is Cyber Dragon while in the field of grave. And if you normal or special summon Cyber Dragon, you can special summon this card from your hand in defense position. And its third effect is all Cyber Dragons you control gain 500 attack and defense. So yeah, overall this is a really good monster. It could have been better, basically such power bond. But besides that OP effect that we all want, that we will probably never get, this is actually really good. Few people, partially myself as well, just thinking about it, I'm saying that this will replace Galaxy Soldier, and it can. If you wanted to go a pure 100% pure cyber build, you could feasibly replace Galaxy Soldier with this card, because it fulfills part of Galaxy Soldier's role, which is getting monsters onto the board. If you combo it with if you combo it with Dre, you can make both of these level 5, which is really good. So that's just generally good. But its summon effect is just really good overall. It will help you make your Sega. It will also help you. My friend said like he can finally make Paladinamo in his deck, which is true. You could actually open up rank 4 players if you so wished. this will actually help you link up with the help of Sega, because Sega is a Cyber Dragon when it's special summoned. So you can then summon this guy and then link up away. So yeah, overall this is a really nice monster, and I'm really excited. So with all the talking of the new support said and done, this is what I think the deck could look like. So the proxies I'm using is Y for the new level 4 and Valley for the level 1. Hence why the 4 and 1. I just thought I'd make it just a little bit easier. So this is what the deck could actually feasibly look like in the coming future. Well, at least this is what I'm going to be trying to pull off. So you will still go with your standard Cyber Dragons in terms of the pure fusion build, of like just maxing out on as many names as possible. This is what I'm going to be trying. I'm going to be maxing out first on any names. So you've got your original Cyber Dragon, you've got your Dre, you've got your Core. You've got to play for Core at the maximum anyway. And then you'll be playing the new Cyber Dragon, the Cyber Dragon Vier, and then you'll also be playing 3 of the Cyber Dragon Hertz. So you've got to play 3 of them at least. You got to play 3 Hertz. 3 Hertz is especially detrimental because it is your consistency. It searches everything, and it also recurs your things back to you. Not only that, but it's another target for machine duplication. Machine duplication is going to be so important in this deck now. Once all these new support cards come out, it's going to set you up for all of your plays, especially with the fusion variant. And I actually think the fusion variant will actually become the new standard variant. The amount of consistency and support and search and everything like that, the fusion variant should be and probably will be the most powerful variant. Not only the fact that it can play through the whole being locked into machines if you happen to put yourself into that position, just overall the amount of damage and the going second potential for that deck, for this deck, will just be just superb. It will just be so good, so strong. The only thing I would probably change about in this deck at the moment, well, I'd probably take up maybe 1 Dre for a 1-for-1, because you can 1-for-1 into the new Hertz to then get your search of the Hertz, and then you can machine dupe Hertz into 2 Cyber Dragons. You can then summon Core. Core can then search your repair plant. You can link away into your Sega, and then you can just completely go off from there. There's just so much spamming and searching potential and summon potential in this deck. It's just out real. I still got the Galaxy Soldiers, as you can see in here, just because they do help with the rank 5 plays and the getting into infinity if you have to. But it also helps you just dump machines into graveyard. You can dump the Hertz and then get a search off the Hertz as well as Soldier, so you literally just +2, I think, from that in terms of card advantage. I think no, you +1, but still the amount of plays, guys, is going to be so good. But as you can see, I've gone with a different route for the fusion variant. I actually think this this play style for the fusion variant could actually be very potential. So I've gone with the fusion power plant, and I'm actually going to be focusing on polymerization as over power bond, just so the fact polymerization is just so searchable. Poly is just so searchable. Just in general, the amount of ways you can grab this card and recur this card, fusion power plant being Cycling Plant being probably one of the best ways to do it, just because it's a field spell, so you can play terraforming. You can discard Hertz to grab Poly, and then Hertz gets you a search, which you can then search. You can search the Cyber Dragon, that kind of stuff. If you have a Core in graveyard, actually, you can then grab Core, summon Core, and then grab Repair Plant, summon the Sega, and that is. It's just so much potential, I think, with the power plant poly build. But I would obviously still tech and keep the 1 power bond, just because if you do get it, you get it. It would be great. It's a strong power play. But the fact that Sega kind of acts like the power bond buff in its own unique way, because you're really going to be power bonding into Rampage Dragon. Sega gives the attack buff of Rampage Dragon anyway, so Sega will give you the power bond buff off power bond without actually having to play power bond, and with all the downsides and the risks and everything. So that's what I'll be doing. This is what I'll be doing, and this is a very brief demo kind of like build, as you can see, but it holds the idea that I will actually be bringing to you guys in the upcoming future once everything gets uploaded onto this onto here, and I can start playtesting and all that kind of stuff and that kind of thing, and basically just bring you the guys the proper build once everything's on here. But I wanted to show you off this kind of like new way of new segment of videos that I will be doing, which does involve reviewing cards that are coming out, giving you my thoughts overall, why they're good and how they benefit the deck and that kind of stuff, and then I'll show you a brief demo build afterwards. But one quick note as well, that how will this affect Cyberdarks, because I actually did mention that as well. Well, the fact that you can actually just go core, search your Cyberdark spells, then you can special summon Vier from your hand, and then you can link into Sega, and then after that I'll probably be taking in things like double summon, that kind of thing, just because you would have to use your normal summon and core. Otherwise, unless you've got a core already in graveyard, which is actually even better, because if you have a core engraved, you can banish core, summon itself from deck. Then you can special summon Vier from your hand, and then link those two into Sega. Sega buffs up any machines by 2100, so you can then go normal summon a Cyberdark. Let's just use Horn for example. Normal summon Cyberdark Horn, equip a dragon. Horn now becomes 2400, and then you can buff it up by 2100 through Sega. So Horn becomes a 4500 attack point level 4 beat stick for the turn, with actually some decent defense for that turn if the situation does come up. One busted thing you can equip it to is actually buff up his edge, because edge can then attack directly for 2250 damage and then trigger the equipment's effects. So I'll definitely be testing out a proper Cyberdark build once Vier comes out, and I'll actually be probably posting up some proxies, which is actually one quick thing that I will also be mentioning now. I have ordered myself a small camera for my computer. It's just a small Logitech HD camera that I can use on my computer, because I know a lot of you guys have been requesting test hands and that kind of thing, and those are just naturally, in terms of me, hard to do on these simulations. I prefer doing test hands and that kind of stuff IRL, just because of the whole shuffling mechanic and that kind of thing. It's very important. So I have ordered myself a Logitech camera for my computer, so then I can start doing some proper test hand videos, and even probably just change the deck profiles and everything to an IRL basis in general overall. So that's just an update for myself, about myself in terms of this channel, for you guys. So with all that said and done, guys, I hope you enjoy this new segment that I'll be bringing, these new segments I'll be bringing to you. Post your comments and thoughts down below. What are you going to be doing with all this new Cyber Dragon support? Are you going to be doing something like I'm going to be doing, that kind of stuff, like focusing on polymerization a bit more? Or are you just going to go all out crazy and that kind of stuff? Do you think the new level 4 is going to replace Galaxy Soldier? Post your comments and thoughts about that down below as well. I'd love to see what your thoughts are on it. Cyber Dragon is just going to be a very unique deck, and I would love to see it start getting some tops at big events, and I hope it will, and there's a potential for it to do that. So guys, as always, check out our other channels, other videos on this channel, and as always, like, comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in my next video.